Hello, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be talking about, the Pyrocynical allegations. If you have just been living under a rock and don't know what has been happening with, Pyrocynical, one of the biggest commentators on YouTube, a person named by Ivory went out and declared that Pyrocynical groomed him when he was 19 and when Ivory, the person who said the accusation, was only 15 at the time. So the whole thing was just about what they did. What Pyrocynical did was he would do furry kink stuff. So he would do role plays where they would pretend to engage in sexual activities as furries, and like fat furry art was sent and a whole bunch of stuff. This quickly grew big, and then Pyrocynical came out on Reddit. That was his first response. So he came out on Reddit and pretty much disclosed everything, and that was when it was believed to be done. But another commentator YouTuber named by Turkey Tom made a 20-page, a pretty big fucking Google Doc, pretty much debunking everything and saying that pretty much in that response that Pyrocynical did, he pretty much lied throughout. And, well, now we are here today with Pyrocynical doing a YouTube response. He posted today a 23-minute long video pretty much discussing everything. And I have to say this is the best response video, response video I have ever fucking, watched. Most of it will just, most response videos are just, someone fake crying, going, and then they'll go, I didn't want to have to make this, guys, but I was forced to make this. They'll just, ramble on about bullshit before actually getting onto it. Pyrocynical, when you first click onto the response, by the way, I will definitely leave this response in the description. This response is amazing, and everyone should go watch it. But when you click onto the response, he does a brief summary that pretty much accusations were made against him, and he goes straight to debunking them, and pretty much saying his faults and what he did wrong, and also defending himself against the allegations. And this means all of them. In that little snippet I gave you, that was not the whole story. There was way more to it. He does everything. He swipes through the original accusations made by Ivory. He tackles the Turkey Tom Google Docs. He tackles other allegations made by smaller people. There was one where pretty much this artist made this fan art, and then stuff was exchanged. I won't go into that much, but that was another thing that people used against it. He just cleared everything off his name. But not only did he do that, but he also said he admitted his wrongs. He admitted that he should have, because one of the biggest parts about this whole controversy was that apparently Pyrocynical didn't know the age of Ivory at the time. And he confirmed that pretty much, yes, the conversations he had with Ivory were true, and he should have actually gone through and asked his age and said, how old are you? And he should have stopped. He actually stated that he found out the age when he became 16. I won't list everything off. I think the video does a much better job at saying stuff, but personally, it's the best response video I have ever seen on YouTube. It's so well written, it's just perfect. There is no bullshit moments where he has to, fake cry or anything. He just dwells straight into defending himself and apologizing for some stuff, and how in his initial response he kind of antagonized Ivory in a way which he shouldn't have done, and he ended up apologizing him. Not only for that, but for the whole conversations about the pretend sex. He even got so he's actually got evidence for all these, by the way. It's not like he just said like, oh yeah, no, that's not true, and then just called it. He actually showed evidence. If you remember, there was this one allegation where pretty much Pyrocynical wanted Ivory to, come to England and have sex with him, and he actually stated that he was straight in real life, but that's besides the point. But pretty much he actually messaged a whole bunch of people to fly out to England and go to this convention. This was even confirmed by PewDiePie's very own editor, Sive. Sive actually gave a testimony and pretty much said he gave out this statement not just to Ivory but to him and multiple other people just to come and have a drink and whatnot. So it wasn't like this was towards him. And by the way, that message was copy and pasted to everyone. Ivory strictly mentioned in a interview when this whole thing broke out that the message saying that he wanted him to fly out was nowhere near sexual. It didn't give any sexual intention. It was just, yo, want to come to England and do this convention thing. And he copy and pasted that to Sive, amongst other people. Unfortunately, nothing actually happened. But people used this against him, but he cleared it up with a testimony by someone who pretty much, was actually invited. So, I have to give props to Pyrocynical. Not only did he just do one of the greatest responses, but he provided evidence that proved that he wasn't. Even though, he could have just said, he could have just not gone in the testimony and just said, yeah, no, it wasn't meant to be sexual that I invited him out or anything. No, he got a testimony by someone else who was invited. So, I have to give mad props to Pyrocynical for this. But there is, he mentions a lot of things to draw your own conclusions from. He did say, when he was having this whole furry fantasy talk, he ended up finding about his age when Ivory became 16, but he actually kept on going because the age of consent in the state that Ivory lived in was 16, and England is also 16 in the age of consent, so that didn't cross it. But Pyro does mention that he should have stopped as soon as he found out the age, but he didn't, and he kept on going. So, and yeah, they pretty much. Now I forgot what I was going to say. Holy crap. But, he mentioned something and said, yeah, no, I shouldn't have done that. And, So, overall, it's a great fucking response. And I think, honestly, this, now I remembered what I was going to say. So, pretty much, he pretty much said that, yeah, he should have stopped, but they were both at the age of consent in their different regions. So it's kind of up to you guys to decide, is that right or is that wrong? So, so it's kind of up to you guys. But pretty much great response. He apologized to everyone, and yeah, he even bashed his current girlfriend because if you remember, his girlfriend didn't really help him out in the situation, and he didn't bash him for that, but he bashed his girlfriend because his girlfriend pretty much said to Ivory that he did the his girlfriend pretty much antagonized Ivory for saying such stuff, so he actually said that wasn't very nice of her to do. So I have to give props to him, and I think that's where I'm going to end this video off today. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.